It's Mardi Gras time. So if you need ideas for a Mardi Gras tablescape, keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe, because I do videos on those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. But definitely check out the show notes in the description box below, because that's where I'll link my favorite housekeeping and gardening solutions. Okay, let's jump into it. I thought it would be fun, first of all, to talk about what is Mardi Gras. So I looked it up, and I've got the information right here on my iPad, and it says Mardi Gras and Carnival are the same thing. So I've often heard of different cultures talk about Carnival, particularly in Brazil and other South American countries, and what they're talking about is what we here call Mardi Gras. And another name for Mardi Gras is Fat Tuesday. Mardi Gras is that period between 12th day, or the 12 days of Christmas, and Ash Wednesday. And then once we hit Ash Wednesday, we're moving into the Lent season, and Lent begins on Ash Wednesday. And when you think about Lent season, it is where the people are getting ready for Easter, and it is a time of prayer, penance, repentance, almsgiving, and self-denial. So that's why so often people give up something for Lent. So they're denying themselves maybe chocolate or coffee or something like that. So Mardi Gras is that season of excess leading to that season of self-denial. And before I go any further, let me take this opportunity to thank Stephanie at Creative Miss Me for collaborating with me to host this Mardi Gras Table 2019 collaboration. I really thought it was kind of fun and actually kind of exciting to do a Mardi Gras table, because typically I don't do one. But my daughter used to live in New Orleans, and I love the city. My husband and I went there for vacation one year before she moved there. And then after her and her family moved there, we went to New Orleans several times. And while she was living in New Orleans, she threw a big 40th birthday party for herself and her twin brother. And so me and my husband and of course a bunch of the family went out there to celebrate their 40th birthday. And while we were there at one of the parties that was being held, my son got engaged. He had brought his girlfriend with him, and a lovely girl, and I liked her very much, but I thought this boy was never going to settle down, or I should say this man was never going to settle down. And during one of the parties, while we were doing some other fun family things, he got down on one knee and asked her to marry him. Oh my goodness, it was just so surprising, and it was just such a nice time. And then we had this huge party that was just really laid out New Orleans style, and we had all the typical New Orleans kind of food. And I bought this mask while I was there. This is the mask that I wore to their 40th birthday party, and so I've kept it as a reminder of that, but also as a reminder that that was when my son got engaged and brought our new daughter-in-law into the family. So now let me show you the table that I prepared for you. When I think about Mardi Gras and New Orleans, I think about the rich history and culture that I observed when I was there. And one of the biggest things that stands out to me about New Orleans is the color. It is just layered with color. So that's what I tried to do with my table, is layer it with color. So let's take a look. So here's my Mardi Gras table, and the first thing you notice is the bright colors that I have layered here on the table. Right down the center of the table, I've got an emerald green table runner that is layered with some beautiful purple flowers. And then in the center, I have a lantern centerpiece, and those same purple flowers are picked up in the lantern. But right in front of it, you see my Mardi Gras mask. And like I said, this is my original Mardi Gras mask. And on the sides of the table, one of the things that I put at each table setting is a Mardi Gras mask, and in different colors. This one's purple, that one's gold, that one is kind of a baby blue, that one is a deep navy blue. So they're different bright colors that are there. And as far as the place settings are concerned, I've got a beautiful jewel toned red charger, and then on top of that is a mustard yellow plate representing the gold. On top of that is a green luncheon plate. On top of that is a green napkin with a kind of a golden greenish leaf napkin ring with some beads, either purple or gold or green, spilling off to the side. And then you've got your jewel toned stemware, picking up the ruby red in your ruby red charger. And then of course, by each place setting is your little roti cup. One of the things that I found when we were in New Orleans was everywhere you went for dinner or if you went out for the night, they gave you a roti or a drink to take with you. So here's a little cup, and you can just kind of hang it around your neck, and you've got your cup for your roti wherever you go. So let me bring you in a little closer now so you can really get a good look. So here's my Mardi Gras table, and you can see right down the middle to my lantern. And this place setting has the purple roti. So notice the jewel toned charger, the mustard yellow dinner plate. Here is your green luncheon plate. And then of course, different shades of green for the napkin with your beads spilling off. And then here's your mask. So all the place settings are the same, except that the mask at each place setting is a little different. And the roti might be just a little bit different color. This roti picks up the color of that mask. At this table setting, you've got the navy blue mask with a little bit of a powder blue flower on the end. And then of course, and there's your little roti right there. And for this particular tablescape, I mixed some high-end with low-end. These masks here came from the Dollar Tree, and then the rotis and the beads came from the Dollar Tree. But everything else came from Pier 1 with the exception of these green plates, which came from Tuesday Morning. And there's my specialty mask that I actually purchased in New Orleans. Now let me dim the lights in the room, and then I'll turn the lantern on. The green lights add just a little bit of mystique. And when I turn the light all the way off, that's what you get. From this angle, you can see the purple flowers in with the green lights, and it just looks just kind of eerie. Now for this particular challenge, we had very simple rules. You just had to have, first of all, a mask. And so of course, you can see my Mardi Gras mask here on the table. You had to use the colors purple, green, and gold. And if you like, you could also add in teal. So I've got my purple beads, I've got gold beads, green beads, as well as some purple in the mask and the flowers. I've got teal in the table runner. If you're really into tablescapes, I've got some other holiday tablescapes that you might want to take a look at. I will link them below. And I've got some other very interesting videos coming up, so make sure you stay tuned. So once again, let me thank Stephanie at Creative Miss Me with Stephanie for collaborating with me on this challenge. And if you are not familiar with Stephanie, I will link her channel below so that you can go over and check her out. And then we will also have a playlist available so that you can see what all the other creators have done. So if you want to see some beautiful tables loaded with color, be sure to check out the playlist. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children, and I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and health and beauty, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.